Welcome back, listeners. Today we're going deep on something that sounds a little bit like, well, a conspiracy theory.
Oh,
Elon Musk and the U.S. Treasury's payment system.
interesting.
Yeah. We've got a whole bunch of articles, some expert analysis.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it gets a little wild.
I'm intrigued.
So imagine, right, your Social Security check,
Okay.
your tax refund,
Mm-hmm.
even like grandma's Medicare, reimbursements,
Right.
all flowing through systems like influenced by Elon Musk.
That's a thought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, the potential consequences,
I bet.
huge.
Yeah.
So what we're really looking at today is,
Mm-hmm.
is this kind of like a fusion of tech and government?
Right.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it bad?
Is it innovation
Yeah.
or is it a data security nightmare
A nightmare.
waiting to happen?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, the U.S. Treasury's payment system,
Right.
this isn't just some, old school ledger.
Right.
It's like the central nervous system
Okay.
of the whole federal government's money stuff.
Oh, wow.
So every single dollar the government gets
Okay.
or spends,
Yeah.
Social Security, salaries, debt payments, everything
Oh.
flow through this system.
So we're not just talking about like
No,
hypothetical stuff.
not at all.
This is real impact.
Every American.
Every single one.
Wow.
And that's why, companies like Tesla, SpaceX,
Oh, okay.
with their, approach to data security and privacy,
Right.
it's raising some eyebrows.
I can see why.
Yeah. You've got to imagine, right?
Yeah.
The vulnerabilities, like if these systems
Yeah.
handling trillions of dollars,
Trillions. Good, man.
are open to, the kind of cyber attacks that like target
Yeah.
tech companies all the time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it makes me think about, all those headlines about Twitter,
Exactly.
data breaches and all that stuff. Yeah. Are those same risks going to apply
Yeah.
to, our government systems?
Yeah.
I mean, and it goes beyond just cybersecurity.
Oh, okay.
Think about how Musk's companies, how they use AI,
All right.
machine learning, right,
Uh-huh.
to analyze tons of data.
Yeah.
Could that be used on the Treasury system
Okay. Yeah.
to, like, detect fraud,
Right.
optimize transactions? Maybe.
Yeah.
But then what about privacy?
Right.
What about data protection?
Yeah. Okay. So we've got potential cybersecurity risks.
Mm.
We've got data privacy concerns.
Yeah.
We're talking about like the sheer scale of the U.S. Treasury.
Massive.
Is there anything else we need to think about?
Well, one thing that kind of jumps out at me is,
Yeah.
conflicts of interest.
Oh, okay.
Musk is involved in so many things.
He is, yeah.
Cars, space travel,
Yeah.
AI, brain implants.
A lot. Yeah.
How do we know his business interests
Right.
won't, influence
Yeah.
decisions about government money
Okay. Yeah.
or how that financial data is used?
It's almost like, one of those Black Mirror episodes
It is, yeah.
where everything gets blurry.
Totally blurry.
Yeah.
So the real question is, will this,
Yeah.
lead to all this innovation,
Right.
efficiency,
Okay.
or will it create a system where one person
Yeah.
has way too much power?
Yeah. So where do we even start with all of this?
Well, I think the first thing is to figure out, what are the rules?
Okay. Yeah.
What's the regulatory framework?
Yeah.
How does the government usually oversee this kind of thing?
Right.
Are those regulations strong enough
Yeah.
to, deal with companies like Musk's
Right.
with all their resources, their tech?
Right. Right.
Or do we need new rules
Yeah.
for this whole new world?
Yeah. It's like, those old sci-fi movies
Uh-huh.
where the government creates this powerful AI to solve all the problems.
Yeah.
And then the AI becomes the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, how do we use all this technology
Yeah.
without sacrificing,
Right.
transparency, accountability,
Mm-hmm.
all those things that are like the foundation of our government?
Right.
Big questions.
Big questions.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, science fiction.
Right.
This is happening now.
Yeah.
Technology is like reshaping everything, including how the government works.
Yes. And I feel like it's moving faster than we can even
It is, yeah.
keep up with it.
Absolutely. Think about financial transparency.
Okay.
If Musk's companies get super involved in the
Oh.
Treasury,
Yeah.
will we even know
Right.
how our tax dollars are being spent?
No, that's a good point.
Can we hold our elected officials accountable?
Yeah, it's different, right? Like I trust,
Yeah.
a government agency
Right.
more than a private company.
Exactly. Private companies,
Yeah.
they want to make money.
Yeah.
They have shareholders,
Right.
different priorities.
Totally.
And remember, these companies come from like a Silicon Valley mindset,
Right.
which is all about moving fast, breaking things.
Yeah.
But that might work for,
Yeah.
launching rockets.
Okay.
But is that what we want for like
Right.
the entire country's finances?
That's a good point. Yeah. It makes me wonder, like, what kind of, like, vetting is the government even doing?
Right.
Are they thinking about the risks, or are they just, like,
Yeah.
blinded by all this shiny new tech?
That's the thing. We've seen it before, right?
Yeah.
New technology, it can be
Blinding.
blinding. Exactly.
Okay. So let's say
Ah.
the government does this. They partner with
Mhm.
Musk's companies.
Yeah.
What do we need to do?
Well, we need
Yeah.
oversight. Right.
Okay.
Like serious oversight.
Like what?
Independent audits.
Yep.
Congressional hearings. Maybe even like a whole new regulatory body.
Okay. Yeah.
Specifically for this.
So, like, checks and balances.
Exactly. Checks and balances. So
Yeah.
no one has too much power.
Right. And those checks and balances have to be like,
They have to be designed
yeah.
for companies like Musk's.
Right.
You can't just use,
The old.
the old rules.
Yeah.
Those were for a different time.
Totally. And then there's the whole, like,
Yeah.
data privacy thing.
Huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How do we move?
We have to move beyond just like
Yeah.
reacting to problems
Right.
after they happen.
Right. So we need to, like, proactive
Pretty much,
systems
yeah.
built with privacy and security in mind.
Yeah. What about like,
Yeah.
what's it called? Differential privacy,
Oh, interesting.
where the data is like anonymous.
Right.
So you can't identify people.
It's possible. It's definitely a
Right.
possibility.
Could that work?
It could. It's an example of how,
Right.
we can use new technology
Yeah.
to actually protect people.
Okay. Yeah.
But even with all that.
There's still the question of trust.
Oh, yeah.
How do we convince people
Right.
that the government can be trusted
Yeah.
with their data?
And that they're not, like,
Right.
giving too much power to these companies.
That's where the government has to be upfront.
Okay.
Explain what they're doing,
Right.
explain the safeguards,
Yeah.
and they have to listen
Right.
to people's concerns.
Yeah. So it's not just about, like,
It's not just about doing it.
okay.
It's about communicating,
Communicating. Yeah.
building that trust.
Yeah. Like that saying, sunlight's the best disinfectant.
Exactly.
The more transparent they are,
The better.
the less likely it is that something
It's an
shady's going on.
Exactly. We need public scrutiny.
Right.
We can't just trust blindly.
Yeah, yes, it's
We have to hold them accountable.
Okay, but let's, like, play devil's advocate here.
Okay.
What if this is good?
Okay.
What if these companies can actually help?
Well, it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, Musk's companies,
Yeah.
they're known for innovating.
Right.
They get things done.
Yeah.
Maybe they could actually help the government.
Right. Like, make things more efficient.
Exactly. Fresh perspectives, new technologies.
Yeah.
Streamline things, reduce costs,
Okay.
make things better for everyone.
Like, maybe their AI
Yeah.
could, help with fraud detection.
Right. That's one possibility.
Yeah.
Or maybe their experience with,
Yeah.
building these huge systems could help secure the Treasury.
Okay, so it's not all, like,
It's not all bad.
doom and gloom,
No, there are potential upsides.
but we got to be careful.
Absolutely. We have to be careful. We need to weigh the risks and the benefits.
Right, and make sure that,
Yeah.
the public interest comes first.
Well, always.
Always. And that means,
Asking questions.
yeah.
Demanding transparency. Holding people accountable.
Yeah, it's like
Wonderful.
walking this tightrope.
It is a tightrope.
Yeah, and we got to be careful not to fall, into this, like, dystopian future where, like, the machines are in control.
Yeah, it's a good image.
It is a powerful image.
And it highlights, like, how important
Yeah.
this whole conversation is.
It's crucial. We have to think about
Yeah.
the role of technology.
In society.
Yeah, and make sure it serves us.
Right. Not the other way around.
Exactly.
This whole thing is making me think about, like, the long-term effects. What happens if these companies get so powerful
Right.
that they're, like, too big to fail?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it's one we need to be asking now.
Now, yeah.
Like, what about systemic risk?
Right.
What if one company failing
Yeah.
brings down the whole system?
It's like 2008 all over again.
Exactly.
When those big banks were too big to fail.
Right.
And the government had to bail them out.
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
We can't put all our eggs in one basket. Right. Especially when that basket's controlled by.
A private company.
Right.
With its own agenda.
It's not just about.
It's not just about one company.
Right.
It's about the whole system.
The whole thing. Yeah.
We need a system that's like
Yeah.
resilient,
Okay.
that can survive shocks.
Yeah, we have to think about like the long game.
The long game, yeah.
We need a financial system
Yeah.
that's going to work for
Totally.
generations to come.
This makes me think about like the future of government in this like crazy tech world.
Yeah,
Are we going to even be able to tell the difference?
that's really happening.
Is it?
Yeah.
Between public and private?
Healthcare, education,
Yeah.
transportation, energy.
So what does that even mean for democracy?
That's the question.
Yeah.
Will we have a government that's
that.
accountable to us?
Yeah.
Or to corporations?
Yeah.
To tech giants?
That's a good question.
It all comes down to
Yeah.
the choices we make
Yeah.
right now.
You know, we have to protect our democracy.
Yeah.
We have to make sure technology
Yeah.
helps people.
It's a big challenge.
It is a big challenge.
Well, we can't ignore it.
We can't.
The future of like
Of everything
everything
is at stake.
It is.
We need to have these conversations
We do.
now
Yeah.
before it's too late.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of like, whoa.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's like we're on the edge of this
Well,
huge unknown.
Huge.
Yeah, so much potential, but so much risk.
So much risk. Yeah.
So like, where do we go?
Where do we go from here?
What do we even like
Yeah.
tell our listeners?
Well, I think the biggest thing is this isn't just about,
Right.
Elon Musk or the U.S. Treasury.
Okay.
This is about like a fundamental shift.
Okay.
Technology, government, companies.
They're all like,
blurring.
blurry.
Yeah.
So it's not just like,
It's not just tech.
yeah,
It's not just politics.
it's like society.
It's everything.
It is everything.
Yeah, and it's all still like happening.
Unfolding it, yeah.
What we do now
Right.
matters.
It really matters.
It determines like
Yeah.
the kind of future we're going to have.
Right. Like, are we going to have more equality, more democracy,
Or less.
or less?
Are we going to like
Yeah.
undermine the whole thing?
So, like, what can our listeners do?
Well, first,
Yeah.
stay informed.
Okay, how?
Read. Pay attention to
Yeah.
the news.
Don't just, like,
Scroll.
scroll through social media.
No, dig deep.
Yeah.
Get the real story.
Knowledge is power, right?
It really is.
Okay, so stay informed.
And then get involved.
Okay, how?
Talk to your representatives.
Okay.
Go to town halls.
Yeah.
Participate.
Mm-hmm.
Support the right organizations.
So it's not enough to just, like,
Right.
watch this happen.
You have to be a part of it.
We have to shape it.
Exactly. Ask questions.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Challenge assumptions.
Challenge assumptions, yeah.
Demand evidence.
The people in power,
Right.
they work for us.
They do.
We have to hold them accountable.
I don't know about you, but this has been eye-opening for sure.
Absolutely. This is like
Yeah.
a turning point.
It is. We're at a crossroads.
Seed time.
The choices we make now.
Affect everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Future generations.
Yeah. So let's choose wisely. Right.
Let's choose wisely.
We gotta embrace technology, but we also have to protect, like,
Yeah,
what makes us human,
exactly. Technology should empower us.
not control us.
It's right. That's the future
Yeah.
we want to build.
On that note, I think we gotta wrap up.
Time to wrap up.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you.
We hope this got you thinking.
Absolutely.
And maybe even, like, inspired you to get involved. Because remember, the future isn't, like,
Set stoned.
set in stone. We can't
We
create it.
We create it.
So let's get to work.
Yeah.